Oh, hey. Oh, oh. Hey. Hello, my friends. Hello, viewers, watchers, listeners, all you wonderful, wonderful folks. Oh, my goodness gracious. I am so happy to be back streaming again. We're here. Or at least I hope so. I don't fully know what the yeah, I was going to say the quality is probably not 100%. But that's kind of what we're running with right now. However, I wonder if I might be able to move something over. This is genuinely about as good as it gets right now. Hold on, let me see. Any luck? No? Yes, maybe. It's over connected. That might have improved a little bit. Uh, no, it has been so long since I've been able to say I'm so happy to be back. I'm so genuinely happy that things are stuttering. What's stuttering? No. That sound isn't intelligible. Going in and out. That's great. How about this? I mean, well, that's fantastic. Hello? What if we did this? Because this is clearly not going to work. Um, Maybe we move over to Instagram instead. It doesn't seem like this is going to be viable. I was a little worried about that, but you think AOL dial up would work? Is that really better? That I moved over to that particular internet and that works better. I was using the hotspot on my phone and it's crazy to me. That did not function properly. How much better though? That's the question. Like I'm just I'm worried about just the overall quality of it. Cuz I don't want to sit here and be on a potato. But at the same time I don't know how much better it would be on Instagram. Regardless, thank you all for being here. At the very least. Hello, Stacy from 4-Leaf Whiskey. Sound is clear, picture is blurry. I think I can work with that. I'm sorry you don't get to see me super clearly, but that's just kind of how it is right now. So for anybody who doesn't know, and maybe I can. Oh, okay. Well, my video is just going to quit completely. That works too. Maybe that will be better. I don't know. Oh, but my video is still not on. There we go. I don't know. I'm using less pixels now, so we'll see. Still some popping noises. I don't know. I mean, I can switch over to Instagram if I really, really need to, but I don't know if it's going to matter at the very least. But Joe Overmo over on Twitch. What's up, man? I won't be able to be on here long, but I just wanted to ask you real quick. Would the feminine version of the word mystery be mammary? That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I truly don't even know how to respond to that question, to be honest, Joe. Wouldn't it be his? No, it wouldn't be history. If a mistress is a female, a mystery. Oh, mammary. Oh. I'm going to say yes. But only because you guided me to that answer. That's the only reason that I feel confident enough to say yes. That makes sense. But it looks like the quality is kind of evening out a little bit. If that's not the case, please let me know. I will try to adjust accordingly. But I'm running a little bit more bare bones right now, just because the service here is not super great. However, this is not for anybody who's been listening to the podcast. We are not in a permanent residence right now. We sold our house back in mid-July, and we did not. We had a little bit of time in between when we sold and when we were able to find a new place. And surely enough, this week we had an offer accepted on a new house. So before too long, I'll be back in my own space, and I'm in my log cabin currently. It's my bunker. Trying to get away from the man. He's been after me for a long time, and he will never find me gold doubloons. But if he does, then I'll go ham. But no, we're buying a new house. It's crazy. All happened very quickly. And I was just I'm in a much better place mentally than I was even at the beginning of this week, because at the beginning of this week we were starting to feel a little bit hopeless about the situation, and then things just kind of turned around really quickly. Where's the cabin? Joseph answered correctly. It's in the woods. No, it's not. It's not a cabin. It's my grandparents' old house. I'm not gonna say specifically where it is, because it's just out of privacy, if that makes sense. And I appreciate you guys giving us privacy as well during this time. But I appreciate. Oh, we're in Kentucky. We're still in Kentucky, but I'm just not. That's as much as I'm willing to say, if that makes sense. Biking bourbon, but we're still near family for the most part, just not as near as we were. But we will be back in Lexington once things get kind of settled. And yeah, I'm just I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to have my own place again and just be settled. But once we're there, I mean, I'll have a new studio set up, which I'm incredibly excited for. Already been kind of mapping out some of that recently, and better internet connection, which is important. But I'm in my dad's studio. I'm in my dad's office right now, which is at my grandparents' old house. Which we recorded an episode in, Eric and I think it was episode 290 that came out a couple weeks ago. So go check that out. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 290. 292 came out yesterday. Crazy. We're so close to 300 episodes. And maybe that'll be the way that we kick off the new studio, the new recording space is in a few weeks we'll actually be able to put out something special there. 290 or 21090? What did I say? I don't even know what I said. I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of streaming as well, because I lost that muscle memory. So I'm not feeling as confident necessarily in the way that I'm speaking or the way that I'm responding to comments, especially right now. So I apologize, but I'm of course working towards that. However, the first Snuffy Chat of the stream has come through. It's Mr. Tony Bag of Donuts himself with the Internet Fund. Thank you, Tony. I do not have Mr. Snuffleupagus near me at the moment. I'm actually not sure where he is. He's been on his own little journey since the move, and I'm looking forward to reconnecting with him and some of my other friends that made up the background of the old set. The bar will still be a part of some of the set when the time comes, but in the meantime, I'm being graced by the original 13 golfers who were inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame on, oh, look at that, September 11th, 1974. My grandfather over here, the original Perry Ritter. He is on your screen on the far right. This handsome man here with the golf club. Incredible golfer, even better tennis player. And a calendar, a poster calendar of the Dave Matthews Band and their current saxophone player, Mr. Jeff Coffin, who is a fantastic musician. Yeah, that's my grandfather's high school tennis team he was a part of. This is when he was in the Navy. And otherwise, that's about it. But it's nice out here. It was Big Perry's office before it was my dad's, and now I'm occupying it for a little bit longer. But I am. It's not that I'm not happy to have this space. I think that goes without saying. But I just can't wait to get into our own house again. Did the original Perry Ritter have bangs? Call back to the It's Bourbon Night live stream. No, he did not. He always had a very close cropped hairdo, even when he was younger. But never really lost his hair either. I mean, always had a, not like thick, but I would never consider him to have been balding, if that's the case. Or if that's the way to explain it. But he was a hoot and a half, but he was wonderful. I mean, just a wonderful, wonderful man. And my grandmother too, his wife, was just spectacular, and yeah, just good people. It's been nice to be in this house for the past month, essentially the past month. It's not been quite 30 days. It has been over 4 weeks since I broke my foot, though, and that's feeling better every day, which is grand. But there's been a sense of like connecting or reconnecting with them, which has been really cool. Just in a house that I never spent a significant amount of time in growing up, being able to come here and sleep here and it just feel like a home that it didn't feel like to me when I was growing up, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I was comfortable here, for sure, but there was kind of a learned process. It didn't happen supernaturally, but we had a place to go, and that was important to us. So anyway, that's enough rambling for now, I suppose. I'm sure that I'm going to wind up rambling more and more throughout the night. I had a quick little pour before we started just because I was a little bit nervous about getting started tonight. And like I said, I'm still feeling a little anxious about the whole getting back into the rhythm of it all. But, the good part of it is that I didn't stop doing podcasts in the meantime. So I figured this is also my birthday week. Or within the next few, I'll be 30 on Monday. Just bonkers. Figured I would pour something that I still hold dear, even if it isn't the cream of the crop. Still just a very good, delicious pour, of course. Old Weller 12. How can I deny that? Weller 12. Papa Richard. My old man still haunts that house. I think both of your parents still haunt this house, Dad. I think they're still here somewhere. I was trying to go to sleep the other night. And I was really anxious. Just a huge bout of anxiety. And I was listening to Eden's baby monitor, just kind of trying to fall asleep a little bit better. And I heard a woman's voice having a conversation with Eden. And I don't know if this was me falling asleep and, you know, my brain trying to flip through processing different things, but it didn't sound unfamiliar. And Eden was very calm from what I was hearing. So take that as you will. But if they're here, they're not malevolent, I suppose. It was a good thing. Not a bad thing at all. But Weller 12 is not a bad thing either. And happy big ass August, everybody, as well. I didn't say that before, but it's the beginning of the best month of the year, I would argue, at the very least. So, finally, 25 minutes into the stream, and I poured something. But cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for waiting patiently. As I slowly come back to streaming. If I need to, I might still kind of take a couple weeks off as we transition again. But regardless, thank you for being here. Eric and I were recording tomorrow as well. Excited about next week's episode. We got some good news. We got some fun stuff happening in the world of bourbon. That I'm excited to get his take on as well. But man, it just feels good. It feels good to be here. It feels good just to chat for a little bit. I don't know how long I'll go. I don't know if I'll go the full hour tonight, but you know, I've got to still kind of like ease my way into streaming again on a weekly basis. But you know, once it gets there, we'll be off and running. It's just in the meantime, finding my land legs again. Yeah. It's good to be with you here. And on the, you know, the precipice of a milestone birthday, I'm happy to be celebrating it this week. And, you know, maybe we'll celebrate a little bit more next week. I don't know. I'd like to do a more like official birthday stream, especially because this one. I mean, I got things up a little bit late. I wasn't entirely sure how things were going to work out. You know, the internet connection, the streaming connection of it is not ideal, but that's how it goes too. I mean, it's, you know, we landed in this house, and it's just it's just how it goes, you know. And we'll figure things out the further along that we get. But Dad says, Perry, watching at my desk and seeing what I sit in front of every day is very cool. I'm comfortable in this room. I always have been. I mean, even when I was younger, and Big Perry was here. A very young Papa Ritter with his sister on your right shoulder. I will move that camera over so you can see. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore. Oop. But there's young Papa Ritter and his sister. There. My aunt. Oh, that actually worked out kind of smoothly. You hate this chair? I still don't mind this chair. This chair does not bug me that much, but I can understand how prolonged exposure to it could get a little bit frustrating, at the very least. It seems like the quality's holding up pretty all right for the most part. Thankfully, I figured I normally have like a little bit of lo-fi music playing in the background. Figured it would be easiest for me not to do that. But anyway, picks of my dad mainly, but Mimi is in the fishing pick. Oh, this one. Yeah. So that's my grandfather, and right next to him is my grandmother, Emmalou. And I guess they had a successful day of mariner fishing. But it's a good picture. It's good stuff in here. I don't I feel like I'm fishing for no pun intended. But for things to talk about. I've warmed up my palate, and now it's time for some Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company. This is Bourbon Weekend 23. How many gold medals? Just the one. It just has the one. But it was a well-deserved gold medal. This is actually what I had before I started the stream, too. Just to get myself a little bit more amped up. But I gotta be honest with you. I feel like I'm training for a marathon again, or training, just really trying to get back in shape. And I can feel myself getting a little bit tired already from it, and it's been about 30 minutes, which is wild. But we'll start to slowly work our way back up to the full hour. But this is not the return to form that I was kind of anticipating it would be, but that's just because I'm not used to it. That being said, though, I do appreciate you guys being here, and I love y'all dearly. It's been a tumultuous summer, I think is the best way to put it, and maybe I'll talk about it at some point. But in the meantime, a big reason why I've had to take some time off from streaming has just been pure lack of energy. I mean, just an unnamed, unseen force outside of exhaustion that I haven't been able to accurately counter. Even still, I'm like fighting. I'm fighting it a little bit, but we'll get there. Meow to you, Sugar Kitty. It's so good to see you in the chat. And Whiskey Uncensored. Oh my goodness, where's Perry? There you are, Perry. Is that what everybody's been asking on Thursdays since I've been taking a little sabbatical? Hey, where's Perry? Oh, there you are, Perry. Hey, one of the best kid shows of all time. Phineas and Ferb. And I will stand by that. Absolutely. All right. Well, here's the deal. I am fading a little bit, and my self-consciousness is starting to ramp up a little bit more than I was hoping it would. But that being said, I still appreciate you guys being here for a half hour and hanging out with me for a bit. I'm easing back into it. But I am thankful for you all, and I appreciate you being here and being patient with me. Where in the world is Bourbon Podcast? I freaking love that. That's awesome. Hang in there, Perry. We're with you, brother. Thank you, Connor. It's good to see you, man. I didn't even get the chance. I didn't even think about saying hi to everybody. I didn't go through my normal stuff. But soon. I've had a ton of ish on my plate all year. Glad you're coming out of it. Thank you, Tony. It's slowly but surely coming out of it. And Dad says Pee-wee's Playhouse was good. I agree. R.I.P. Paul Rubens. Childhood hero for sure. All right. That does it for this week's TIMBP Live. Less of a celebration and more of just kind of a quick catch up. We'll do a redux next week or soon. I don't know. Maybe we won't. We're getting back there. Make it like a periho. Good stuff, sugar kitty. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. See you real soon. Till next time, I'm Perry. And this was a brief but important and nice TIMBP Live. See you guys.